Okay. So my name's Ken Finnan, and my job is to get you past all the exams. And the number one question I get before I do my live, so I'm hoping to save some time and make it less chaotic, is what do I do? I'm taking the test tomorrow or 2 weeks or whatever it is. So let's first of all, if you're taking it tomorrow, too late, you're fucked. Okay. No, I'm kidding around. Get some sleep. If you're taking it tomorrow, you should not be on my live. You should be getting sleep and you should be going over customer accounts. Literally any exam you take, literally any exam, you should probably read customer accounts. I have crash course videos you can watch, playlists you can watch. Go watch those and get some sleep. If you have a significant other, make sure they do the right thing or ask them to do the right thing. And you don't want to make them do anything, but you ask them. Just massage. That's all I'm talking about. Just keep you relaxed. No fighting, stuff like that. Now, if you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so if you're taking it tomorrow, what are you doing out here? Get off here, click and get out of here. If you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so let's say you're taking it in 2 days. Tomorrow is no testing. It's adding knowledge, reading customer accounts, going over videos, hopefully my crash course videos or others. Bottom line is you don't want to stress yourself out. You don't want to take a test. I'm not a fan of testing. Some people like it. I disagree with it because if you go bad, there's no upside. If it goes bad for you, you're screwed. So I say, don't take a test tomorrow. Take it easy. Around dinner time, you're done. I don't care if you're taking the test at 5 o'clock at night. At dinner time, you're done. Okay? Don't do anything. Again, the night before is always kind of go out to dinner. Don't go, pounding, going fireballs, but just literally go out to dinner, maybe talk to people who aren't involved in it, who don't care about the test, don't want to hear it. You want to do stuff that just relax you. If you have SDC or Notman, they have these little sheets that you can go through. Maybe the day before, make sure you go over it like hot sheets or key topic stuff or crunch time facts. Again, I have crash course playlists, a whole playlist on almost every test you can take. Now, let's say you're taking it more than 2 days out. So what you want to do is within the up to, but not including the last, I don't even know if that's right. The last 8 to 10 days is testing. Okay. Before that, you're reading and quizzing and testing, all that. A lot of focus on reading, mostly focus on reading, watching videos, adding knowledge. But in the last 8 days, not including the day before, so whatever that is, so 10 days before, you're going to take tests every day. One test, not two. If it's a 63 of the SIE, maybe you can take two. But again, I don't think it works that well. Oh, I feel the heat on my back. I really just want to turn around and take a dive. The problem is when I go in there, there's a manatee warning. The boats have to go around me. I have to wear a flag saying manatee, don't hit me, stuff like that. Now, up to but not including the day before the test, you are to take one final a day. Now, remember something. When you do a final, review the whole thing, not just the wrong answers. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of do a triage. There's really 3 or 4 choices. You look them over. If you got it right for the right reason, you're good. Move on. Make sure you read the answer why. Okay. 2, if you got it right for the wrong reason, mark that down. You have to review it because if you got it right because you guessed, that's just as bad as a wrong. Almost more dangerous, right? Because you think you got it. 2, if you got it wrong because you misread it, which happens with the Kaplan, Past Perfect, STC, even Achievable, all of them, you can misread it. If you get it wrong because you misread it, but you knew the concept, don't worry about it. The last one is you got it wrong because you didn't know your shit. That you have to review. So really, you're going to have 4 choices, mark them all. And then if you got it right for the right reason or wrong because you misread it, but you understand the concept, don't worry about it. The ones you have to review are the ones you got right for the right reason. And then the ones you got for the wrong reason, the ones you got for the wrong reason. See, when I talk too fast, my brain is here, my mouth is here, and they're not in conjunction. And then ones you got right for the wrong reason, like guessing, and then you got to be honest with yourself. Don't be like, oh, I think I know it. Or the ones you got wrong for the right reason. I guess the right reason to be wrong, you don't know it. If you're starting to memorize questions, buy another QBank. STCS 4 supplemental exams. If you want, buy Kaplan. But again, you don't want to add a new QBank in the last few days. You want to do it out so you can literally get used to the question because you don't want to switch it up the day before. Again, you need to go in there like a badass. You need to go into the test like I'm going to fucking own this shit and you're going to run it, okay? You got to go in there confident. You got to understand that if you go in there confident, if you go into this test as a confident badass, not cocky, confident, I know my shit, then when you see a hard question, you're going to go, oh, I can do this, okay? And you can work through it or even mark for review, shit like that. If you go in there where you're not sure and you're like, oh, I'm afraid, then every hard question is going to look to you like, see, I knew I should have waited. And that's a bad thing because you won't try it. I've seen that so many times where if you give someone positive confirmation of good work, they're willing to work a little bit harder on the question. If you're like, oh, I'm not ready, they go, oh, I knew I wasn't ready. They give up. We don't want give up. We want you to attack it like you know your shit, okay? And that's literally it. You maybe want to watch some of my exam walkthrough videos, join my live, but not the night before. I don't want to see you the night before. I want to see you after you pass so we can play a song for you and blow it out your ass, okay? Good. Okay, everyone, go beat this thing. You got this. I believe in you. I 100% believe in you. And you need to say every morning, get up in the morning, brush your teeth with your offhand, even if you want to brush your teeth with your foot, and keep saying, I'm going to pass this. I'm going to pass this. Say it like 10 times with confidence. Not I need to pass it. Not I gotta pass it. I'm going to pass it. That's your goal. Go beat this thing. We got it, baby. Boom, baby. How's everyone doing? Welcome on. Welcome on. Happy Thursday? Guess it's Thursday. Thursday. Okay. It's NASA night. Remember, tonight is NASA questions. If your question is about passing the exam, I'm happy to do it. If your question overlaps with the NASA question, I'm happy to do it. If your question doesn't, I will probably ignore you unless I get nobody else on here, which it is kind of crazy because you never fucking know how Thursday night's going to go. You never know how Thursday is going to go. Okay. Quick things. If you want to join, if you want to meet me on Friday nights at 6 p.m. Friday, we have I don't even know what we have. We have a study group. It's $25. It's fucking dirt cheap. It's way too fucking dirt cheap. The prices are going up in September or sometime in August, but I'm giving everyone some warning. They're not really going up. The option stuff is, but this is, and I'll probably keep it at $25 a month. That's every Friday night. So it's like $8 a class. How are you going to get that shit? And we meet from 6 to 7 Eastern every Friday night. It's outstanding. And it's called, if you go to the membership, you hit Serious Study Method, and boom, there you are. Now, going off on that, I have a lot of free resources. Yes, whenever I say series, this thing starts going crazy. Okay, now, if you need free resources, go check out NASAA. Go check out Facebook. It's a group with almost 8,000 people in it. It's so amazing. I have it as private. So what happens is this way, no one has to worry about their shit getting outside. People are reading their stuff so they can be more honest in there. And nobody has to know that they're in this group other than people in the group. It's kind of like, not that I ever know, but it's kind of like if you went to a escorts place and you see somebody else there, you're not going to tell anyone because you're both fucking guilty. Because how would you see the other person there? So it's sort of the same thing. So it's like mutually assured destruction. Anyway, you go in there, there's 8,000 people and everyone's supportive of each other. If you now want to know what it is, it's scrolling across the bottom. It's called FINRA and NASA Exam Test Prep Network. Again, FINRA and NASA Exam Test Prep Network. If you need tutoring, here's my fucking funnel. Boom, okay? You know this is a funnel. Nobody's hiding this shit. I do free shit. I do tutoring, and I give back to you guys. If you use a tutoring or not, who the fuck cares? I do tutoring under series7exam.org. I do it all the time. I'm busy, literally 15 hours a day, and I got the analyst class the next 3 weeks, so I'm even more busy. Is that a word? So I have 3 or 4 tutors that work under me. I have a fabulous 79 tutor. Not that you guys care, because that's not your night. And then you also have Michael Weiss, who's great at this stuff because he has a CFA. He was at Merrill Lynch. He worked in the business for a while. He's at series7examtutor.com. He might even be series66examtutor.com. He might have that one down too. But either way, those are amazing. Okay, so now, also, if you need other free resources, go check out Brandon Rith over at Basic Wisdom. He has a great YouTube channel also. Really solid stuff. Okay. Onward and upward. Thursdays, especially in the summer, I never know what I'm going to get. And my class, my analyst class, is taking the 63 tomorrow. I told them they are not allowed on here. So if any of you on here, I better see that number drop. I better not see 30 fucking people show up on this. Okay, now, let's get into it. Okay. MD Filippo Tree. Okay. About to finish the Kaplan 66 course. Do you have any immediate tips I should know absolutely before taking the test? Okay. You finish the course. Go back. I mean, you got to take, I don't know how far along you are, but I'm assuming you're done with the book. And I'm assuming you're done with the course. So you're taking quizzes. Hopefully you're passing the test. You got to take a test every day, up to but not including the day before. And I would say, make sure you're solid on investment vehicles and obviously the regs, the state stuff. But make sure you're solid on investment vehicles. Okay. Make sure that's solid. Okay. If you're good on those two things and you're passing, you should be fine. Then the day before, find my crash course playlist. It's about 11 videos, not just the amazing, quick and dirty, the whole thing. And we go from there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Why? Julio, me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Get the fuck off. 885. Boom. Your last minute tips. Watch my quick and dirty and go bang this thing out. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. Boom. That's the thing to do. Get out of here. Fuck off. Go. Fuck off. Get the fuck off my live, Julio. Go enjoy your life. Get some sleep and then come back next week and tell us how you passed and enjoy your goddamn weekend. Imagine this. Visualize this. You got to visualize. Everyone is taking the test. I need you to sit there in a quiet room without the air conditioner on, all that shit. Oh, let's go. Let's go with the sultry voice. We're going to go back to this. Let's go to this one. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I like this one, but I think it works better. But go back. Relax. Visualize the past. Sit back in a quiet room. Don't turn the lights off because you fall asleep. Quiet room, no TV, no air conditioning, no phone. Put it in another room and start imagining, not that you're walking out there as a winner. That's fine. Imagine you answering the questions right. That's what you need to do, that you feel confident. You're totally cool. You got this stuff. Visualize that you're going to pass. Go in there and thinking that you're going to do it and you're going to be fine. That's the goal, baby. Okay. And watch my crash course. That's the way to do it. Juan Felipe. Wow, I'm definitely on the Latin end of the thing today. Okay. I did all the final exam for SEC with an average of 7. Okay. Oh my God, yes, you're ready. Juan, you are ready. Juan. I know, I love it too. I like it too. I definitely like this, Mike. It's just, here's what happens. Ready? Watch this. This is awesome. The mic, I sound awesome, but watch what happens. Hello. What happens is I go back here and you can't hear me at all. I got to be like eating the fucking mic. Okay. Almost like a rapper. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. You're rocking this thing. Britney Spears. Okay. Friday. Yeah. Taking out Friday the 13th and stuff. Like add in Mercury retrograde too. And that just fucks you up. Right. Okay. You're going to nail it. Just make sure you take tests up to, but not including the day of. Take tests, but not including the day of. Then the day of, watch the crash course, take it easy, and go beat this thing. Every morning now, Brittany, anyone taking it, if you're not taking it tomorrow, every morning I want you to get up and look in that mirror, brush your teeth with your offhand. Now, for the guys, you may want to take it. Don't shave with your offhand because then you need another hand for all the blood. I tried that once with my left hand, and the other hand was bleeding all over the place. Now, every morning, get up and say, I'm going to pass this test. Nothing else. Just say, I know enough to pass. I'm going to pass it. You got to say it every day, baby. Every day. And you got to believe it. Don't just be like, I think I pass. Don't say, I'm hoping I'm going to pass. I'm hoping I do it. Just like you said, I'm going to beat it. You're going to beat it next Friday. That's the confidence you need. Nothing else. That's the goal, baby. Okay. Taking the 7 again after a long time after missing by point last attempt. Okay. Yeah, read the fucking book, Slimo, baby. Slimo. Read the book. Here's the thing. Anyone who passes by 1, don't think I need to make up a point. Just do the whole thing. Don't think you need to make up a point. You need to build up everything. That's the way you do it. Build up everything. Then go back and take chapter quizzes. Obviously, taking the test next week, it's different, but don't act like you missed by 1. Act like you missed by 30, and then that's what you do. Okay. Josh! Devin, yes, I'll get to that. Boom. Nichelle, I'll get you. Josh, baby. That is outstanding. We're going to little Van Halen. Boom, baby. That is outstanding. Any surprises? Remember, my question to everyone, I know what's on the exam pretty much, pretty much 80%. What I always want to know, were there any surprises? That's always my question. Devin, yeah, there's a membership for the 66, 65, okay? If you do the serious study group, 65, 66, same thing, okay? And it's mostly 66. We meet at 6 p.m. Friday. It's like $25. It's called Serious Study Method. And there you go. We'll meet, and then the link goes out. Remember, guys,
The link goes out around 4 p.m. If you don't get it by then, one of two things happened. One, you signed up after 4, which you're not going to get it. 2, you didn't sign up for that membership. 3, so one of two things, I'm going to give you 3 choices. 3rd is you're logged in on the wrong YouTube. That happens all the time. They go, I'm seeing it. And then I go, you're in the wrong YouTube. They go, oh, that's it. It is always one of 3 things. If you don't get the link, well, if you can't find the link, turn notifications on. And guys, if you like my shit, hit like and share. Share this shit to somebody you think it can help. 1, if you're not getting the links, and don't text me at 6 p.m. because I'm going to make you wait till the next week. Because I can't teach and do that shit at the same time. 1, you signed up for the wrong membership. Too low. 2, you don't have notifications on. 3, you're the wrong level. 4, you're in the wrong YouTube account. Those are the only 4 things that would prevent you from getting the notification. One of those has to be true. Okay. Passed the essay first time today. That is outstanding, Nichelle. Nichelle, my belle, sont les mots qui vont très bien ensemble. Très bien ensemble. By the way, that was a Beatles song I was abusing there. Okay. Awesome. Okay. I don't explicate anything. That's too highbrow for me. I'm a low class blue collar guy. I don't do explications. But that's good. I'm working on I'm doing the SIE first, the 7, but I'm doing it my way. It's not like I'm putting the content out there and drawing on it. I'm picking out shit that's important and just working through it. I'm finishing out the 7, then I'll do the 66 and all the other exams. Okay. Okay, here we go. Cody Pebbles. Okay. Huh. Are money market funds better for risk-averse trends? Well, here's the thing. Well, they're better. Okay, they're better than T-bonds. Yeah, no, T-bills are the least risky. So if it's comparing to T-bonds, I get it. I'm with you. It could be true. Okay. I'm saying that if it says versus T-bonds, I don't disagree. Okay. What the fuck is going on with my goddamn thing? Hold on. Ba, 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 ba. Am I frozen? I think I'm frozen. Oh, yes, I'm frozen. I hope I'm still talking. I hope you're still hearing me, but I can't see any questions, so that's going to make it tough. It shut down on me. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Hope you guys can still hear me. I'll have to do it. There we go. Okay. That was scary. I don't know what happened. I couldn't get through my screen. I went to the other one and I couldn't get back. I thought I lost everything. I do hear the computer about kicking up, so it may kick out on me, but who knows? Okay. So again, what I'm saying is that money markets compared to T-bills, no. Okay. 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 I'm glad I have somebody helping me on the text. Okay. But it's weird. But what happened was I went to the tab to check something for this, and it froze up and I couldn't get back to my tab. It's crazy. Now, so money market funds are for preservation of capital. T-bonds really, I mean, they can be, but T-bills are better, not over T-bonds. Okay. Oh, I may be ending early tonight. Crazy, no questions. See, Thursday nights, you never know what you're going to get. It's like you always think it's going to end early, and then it goes. Okay. 10. I'm studying to take the 65 after not studying any security exam for about 6 to 8 months. Any tips? Okay. Okay. I'll answer that one in a second. So, yeah, everyone likes Jeff because he's a good-looking part of the group. Okay, so he'll be on next week. He's exhausted. He has some stuff going on. I would say, here's my thing. Since it's been about 6 to 8 months, pretend you're brand new. Pretend you're brand new to this thing, okay? Act like you've never done any of this before. Act like, hold on. Okay. Do I want that? No, there we go. Okay. Oh, that's worse. Not the whole face. We don't want to do that. Here we go. That's better. Okay, back to this. So, I would reread the book. Start from the beginning. Act like you're brand new. Okay. You know, you can ask this you can do this on the thing, or do you not have a way to ask it on here? Okay. Okay. Maybe you're on your phone. So if you're going to start, this is where we're going to go. If you're going to start over, what you're going to do is just read the book cover to cover, Tiana. Nothing else. Don't do anything other than read the book. Don't do quizzes. Don't do, you can watch videos, read the book and watch videos. That's it. Don't take a lot of notes. Just read. Okay. Now, here's a good question. If I am, let's see, okay. If I am struggling to start again, if I'm struggling to start, I should do a video on that, right? I should definitely do a video on that. Struggling to start up again. I have a fucking list a fucking mile long. Okay, just read the book, focus on that. That's the goal. Now, somebody asked a question via my alternative method of conversation. If you're struggling to start up again, the only thing you can do is just do a little bit at a time. Just watch videos because that's easy. That's passive, right? So you want to be more active at some point. But if you're really just going, I can't do this anymore, find some videos. Just watch videos. That's all you want to do is just focus on the videos. Don't try to, I mean, if you're struggling to get motivated, I mean, motivation is kind of crap. You kind of just have to do shit. Nobody really wants to do this stuff, right? But understand, just start with the videos. Watch one video. Then watch a second, maybe watch two in a row, maybe watch three in a row. Then maybe do a little quiz on it and then go back and start reading. So like just work your way up to studying it. Because if you can create a habit, if you start watching videos every day at like 4:00 or at 7 in the morning or something like that, you're starting to create a habit. And after about a week of doing that, you'll be back into doing it. So this is what I'm saying. So I want you to just start focusing on little bits at a time. Watch a video, watch one of my TikTok videos. And that's the other thing. Guys, if you ever get bored, I know this is 0, but there's like 2,800 people. I have Series 7 Whisperer has some good stuff on. And I have a TikTok under the same name, Series 7 Whisperer. I've had that probably since 2018. So the Series 7 Whisperer name has been around since 2018. And I do that. And then I go on. And I have Instagram and the same thing. Series 7 Whisperer. Okay. Let's get into it. So really just watch little videos. And now what's the other thing you want me to do? Got it. You're not on your account. Oh, great. Watching somebody else's account. Stolen YouTube account. Stolen valor. Okay, so now. Stolen YouTuber. So yeah, everyone's like, what the person who's texting me can't text on here because they're not on their own account. So I'm like, stolen YouTube account. Now, this test is different. These 65 and 66. So this is what I tell everyone. The SIE and the 7 are like more brute force, right? You got to go at it and just beat it, right? I mean, you got to hammer, and finally get through. The 65 and 66 are a little more cerebral because, like, if you think about it, everything's coming at you straight. But this 66 is like a little bit of an angle. 65, a little bit of a different angle. Almost the same stuff, but that's where it is. So it's a little close to being this. It's the same idea, but you're looking at it from a little bit of a different angle, more cerebral. Like sometimes like it'll be like, what's the lowest coupon? What, we have a discount bond. Yeah. It's coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call. But then on the 66, they'll say it, but maybe they won't say premium or they won't say this, or won't say that. Sometimes it just throws you off by the wording that they come at you and got to think about it a little more. That's kind of where we are. Okay. I got about half the economics questions wrong. Embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, so I wouldn't. Yeah, you do have to know current yield. You do have to look for the 65 and 66. What's possibly going to show up? More on the 65 than the 66. Current yield, total return, maybe tax equivalent yield, after tax yield. Those are the things you need to know. You need to recognize when it's a discount, where the yields go. When it's a premium, where the yields go. Stuff like that. Guys, and if you're struggling, If you're struggling to figure out how to study, I feel like a commercial. If you feel like you're studying, a little Viagra. If you're studying to satisfy your woman, no. If you're struggling to study, email Jeff or go on our website and do the custom study plan. He's been doing well with that. He's been killing it, getting people ready to pass. Emily just passed. He helped her. She did a little tutoring, mostly the custom study plan. She was in the study group. Amazing shit. Just sometimes you just need somebody to talk to, like on the phone for 20 minutes or 40 minutes about what to do, and have like an objective observer tell you what to do. And he's great at it. He's getting better and better every time. So yeah, don't swear about those. But make sure you got current yield, total return, after-tax return, and tax equivalent yield down. And know that debt to equity is about how much debt we have versus how much shareholders' equity. Anything over 1 is highly leveraged. Doesn't mean we're in trouble. It just means we're highly leveraged. Okay. Yes, Cody, it is. You absolutely can request to get more time. You have to give yourself 10 days. So if you go to FINRA, I think you can look up, I don't know, do they have a FINRA accommodations, right? FINRA accommodations form. Yeah, here. So look, I'll see if I can share it, right? Hold on. Basically, hold on. Yeah, there it is. See if it shows up. Oh, let's see. So let me change this up. So this is the form. You go on there. You can probably download it, but you got to talk to FINRA first and fill it up. You're gonna have to get a doctor's note, which sounds like you'll be fine, but that's what you got to do. You got to get a doctor's note to help you out. Okay. But yeah, FINRA does it. Remember, even though it's a NASAA test, FINRA administers the test. I guess that's what word we're going to use. Okay. Okay. Some of it depends what vendor, right? So some of the vendors, they do the regs first, and some do the other stuff first. So it depends. I think Kaplan does the non-regs first, and then the regs at the end. I don't know. So the regs, some of them make sense, but some of them are just like, what the fuck are they talking about, right? Yeah, just keep hammering it. If you're just started, I'm not going to give you. If you just started it, okay, I'm not going to give you any tips on what to watch out for. Just focus on everything. Do everything. Don't worry about don't look for chips. Don't look for tricks. Just read and try to gather as much knowledge as possible. And then as we go on, we'll talk about things that are going to help you out. Okay. Here we go. This is good. Okay. 7 recap. Yeah. 20 mutual funds, 20 mini. Wow. That's good. No ADRs, no margin. Yeah. It's crazy how some people worry about margin so much, and you get between like 0 and 4 questions. One person got like 10. Oh, 3 or 4 CDO questions. That's interesting. Arbitration. Yeah, you never know what you get. Do you have any one continuing education, right? That's fair. Okay. Good. Hey, Josh, great feedback. I love that. Okay. Devin, yeah, I got it. Okay. Grayson, I'll get to you. Okay. Oh, Alexa, there you are. Okay. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so you have to file. Yeah, you have to just do it through FINRA. That's the form you're going to do. They will do it, but remember, you need 10 days. You need to give them 8 to 10 days to get an answer, but you need a doctor's note. Now, any kind of learning disability you have, it has to be within the last 5 years, pretty much. So anyone studying for the test now and you think you need accommodations, get on it now. Get that doctor visit out of the way now if it's been more than 5 years, because you don't want to go through all the trouble and then have to extend the test another month because you have to wait for this shit. Because then once you're approved for accommodations, since they have to give you more time, you have to give them a full month. A full month. Full 10 days to find yourself. You may get one quicker, but assume it's going to be from the day you start looking, it's going to be 10 days. Grayson. Ugh. I feel you, baby.
Into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns.
The ring of fire. Okay. Don't sweat it, baby. Okay, you missed by a couple points. Do not act like you missed by 2 points. Don't act like you got a 71 or 70. Act like you missed it by 30 points. Go back and reread the book. That's the big thing. Go back and reread the whole book cover to cover. I know that sucks. Just maybe get a different vendor because it sounds like you're memorizing answers. If you're getting 90s and then you fail, that means to me, it means you're probably memorizing answers. So I would focus on getting another vendor. So if you're using STC, go by the Kaplan Q Bank. If you're using a Kaplan, buy the Achievable or STC. Maybe buy the STC supplementals, all that stuff. Okay. Debt to equity ratio. Okay. Debt to equity ratio. Okay. Is how much debt we have versus how much equity we have. I know that's stupid, but how much shareholders' equity we have. Okay. It's anything over 1 is highly leveraged. Does not mean the company's in trouble. Does not mean they go bankrupt. It just means they have more bonds than equity. That's really what it is. And that's fine. It's just and how do you measure? You look at the capital structure or capital formation of the company to determine that. Okay. Nothing big. And it's also, I got a question where it was like, how much risk the creditors have versus the equity holders, shareholders. 100% I agree. 100% I agree that you have to make sure that you don't schedule anything till the accommodations are through because you will have to redo it. You'll have to go through about it again, and that's a problem. Okay. Toilet paper. Toilet paper. Ooh, the toilet. Okay, now, ooh, the toilet paper. Big topics. Okay, 2 weeks. You got to know the regs. That's right. You know that the ethics. You got to know investment vehicles. And don't forget, this is the thing you want to make sure you have down. With my wonderful, I spelled some shit wrong on this. Hold on. Let me change it to this first. This. No, not that. Okay, maybe this. Nope, not yet. This is always something people got to look at. Huh, there it is. So I got to change it to this. See if it makes it bigger if I get out. Oh, but then you can't hear me if I do that. Nope. There we go. That might help. Everyone take a look at that. Make it bigger. Take a screenshot. That is going to help you. See, making it there. That's going to help you a little bit. That's a nice little, I have a video on it. I just put one out on TikTok that put it out there. So that'll help you a bit. It's a regs chart that helps you, that'll help keep everything straight. We'll go from there. Oh, there we go. I'm not so small. That's what she said. Okay. I'm back to being bigger again. Okay. Again. Yeah, just make sure you got the regs and the investment vehicles. That's where people get hurt. The investment vehicles, what happens is people take the 7, they go, oh, I got it. And then you go in there. Like I said, it's not as straightforward. It's not brute force like, oh, I got this. It is a lot of like, it's a little bit off, right? It's a little bit like, it's just looking at it from a different angle and that throws people off. I have a lot of people that came to me after they failed and they go, I was so confident taking the test, I thought I had it. And that's part of the problem is that it's coming at you from such like a subtle angle that you might get thrown off by the nuance. Okay. Matt. Boom. That is outstanding.
One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
So you can't see it, but every time I play these things, I'm dancing behind the screen. Okay. One day I'll have a second camera, but I don't feel like doing that yet. Okay. That is outstanding, Matt. I love it. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's amazing. Okay. It's amazing how many people, how many? Fucking mutual funds. Every single test you take has mutual funds on it. 63, 65, 66, 7. Every one of these things has mutual funds on it for sure. Okay. I love the way you Alexandra, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm happy the quick and dirty helps. I try to make it so quick and dirty. Okay. Not too dirty. Not too dirty to get canceled. Oh, well, forget it. We have a new political climate. There's no such thing as cancel culture anymore. We are back, baby. Okay, now it can be totally assholes. I appreciate it, Alexandra. What's next? You taking the 7 now? Let's go, baby. I passed the 63 and I'm taking the 7 soon. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Ready? I'm doing my live. Never text me between 8 and 9 on Tuesdays or Thursdays. Because then I feel like looking and I get distracted. Okay. I passed the 63, taking the 7 soon. Easiest way to take next. Okay. Just take the 66. Because look, I'm not against. Oh, wait, you got the 63 already? Oh, yeah, take the 7. I didn't even see that. See, read the fucking question. I think you take the 65, you'll be better off. Because there's such overlap from the 7 that you'll be in good shape. And, okay, and if you miss, you take the 66 like 2 days later. Doug, I think go for the 65. You already have the 7. You're taking the 7 soon. You have the 63. Bang out the 65. And you miss it, then you can take the 66 to follow it up. Outstanding. Okay. So key concepts and key categories. Absolutely regs. Okay. Key concepts. Regs and investment vehicles for the 65 and the 66. Okay. Manny, don't worry about it, baby. It's a 30-day problem and a 20-year career. Boom. It's a 30-day problem and a 20-year career. Don't worry. I love that. You're going to naked. You're going to nail it again on the 31st. 100%. I absolutely believe you're going to do that. I'm not worried about it. I think you're going to rock this thing. But make sure you focus on reading the book for the first couple weeks. Since you have a month, just focus on reading the first week or two. I promise you it'll be the best thing you ever did. Okay. And I failed my 7 the first time. I got a 60. Okay. Kaplan's hard. Okay. If you take the Kaplan class, hopefully it's Esposito. He's the best one they have. And he does options the same way I do. Join the study group. Go in that Facebook group. It's free. Join the Facebook group that's scrolling across the bottom. Join it. Get into a study group. Post in there. Go, I want to start a study group, and you'll get people to join. And that's the best part. Since it's on Facebook, you know who you're getting. It's not just Reddit. People won't show up. And we have a 7 chat, and we do this. And the other thing is we meet. If you really have a tough time, you can do the Jeff thing where the custom study plan. It'll help you a lot. It's like $50. Or you can have a tutor. Maybe you grab with another person, split the cost of a tutor. I have two other tutors that teach the 7 that are great. Mike and Arseny. Mike's my brother. Arseny is the other guy. He's great. I think if you go, here's the thing. So you have 3 weeks and you can't get over 65. Okay. Now the thing is, Kaplan's hard. Maybe spend a week adding knowledge. Let's go. Just read. Go back and read. Maybe just read the harder sections. Maybe that's what you do. Maybe just go back and read the harder sections. Then come back and start doing chapter quizzes and then finals. You have 3 weeks. Spend the next 5 days adding knowledge, watching videos, reading. Bulk up the shit you didn't do well that you're not doing well on. Then go back. Also, if you're taking Kaplan, those questions are hard. Maybe check out my exam walkthroughs. I have some good videos in there. And then you're getting closer for the 7. Take my Can You Pass This Brutal Exam. It'll let you know if you're ready, and it gives you a better idea of what the questions look like. Toilet, that should be my 63. Oh, Juan, good question. Talk about investment vehicles. I have that's like a 3-hour video, Alexa. I can't do that shit. I don't have all night. Gosh. Okay. Regs, it's the quick and easy regs chart. I think that is on, let's see. Quick and easy regs chart. Let's see. Quick and dirty. Oh, the regs. Quick and easy. Hold on. Quick and easy. Let me show all. Nope, no matching videos. Oh, no, in the lives. Hold on. Quick. There it is. Actually, if you go on my Twitter, I don't know, my Twitter shit. If you go on, here's the video for it. But if you go on my TikTok, I just posted it out there too. But here it is. This is the quick and easy one with that chart. And I'll show you how to build it. That's the best part. Alexa, that's literally 900 pages in the book. Watch the video. I have videos. I just put a chart, Alexa. I love you. I cannot do that. I can't spend. I don't even know where to start. I just did a video. Investment vehicles. Literally watch my investment vehicles video. That's everything you need to know. Yes, those are the biggest things. I can't do that. I love you. Again, I love you, but you're nuts. I'm backing that up. Okay. That's like somebody saying, tell me about function 1. Ah! Okay. Hold on. Let's go. I got to go back. I got to go back a little. Okay. Like this is what qualification coordination. That's something I can talk about. Hold on. So Manny, you're going to go back and read the book. I promise it'll help. Okay. Okay. Qualification versus coordination. It's like, I think the investment vehicles, you can't just talk a little bit. Once you get on it, you're on for fucking 40 minutes. And that's why I have a 2-hour video that covers it. This is more for cleaning up little fucking shit. Okay. Qualification. Qualification and coordination are only for securities. They're not for firms. The only thing that confuses people that federal covered IAs can notice file. Remember that federal covered IAs can notice file, but that's the only thing that goes both. Okay. Federal covered IAs can notice file, and so can federal covered securities. Other than that, there's no overlap. So qualification is when a security registers in one state only. They register with here's my regs questions. There's your little bit of regs, kid. They register with the administrator only. The administrator decides however long they want to take when you're registered, and there's no, it could be 2 days, it could be 2 months. Here comes the rain. Here comes the rain again. Falling on my head like a, I don't know the word. It's a great, anyway. Sweet emotion. Anyway, so now, one state only, they decide. Coordination is more than one state, so then you have to deal with the SEC, okay? Toilet paper, I love it. That's awesome. I think I knew you passed, right? You told me that, right? So coordination is when you're registering 2 states, right? It's like state, New Jersey and New York. Since you're crossing state lines, you have to also register with the SEC. And when you register, they register with the SEC. They have a 20-day cooling off period. You should have registered with the states at least 10 days before the effective date for the SEC. And if that happens, when the SEC says you're registered, you are registered. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. That's only for securities. And then notice filing is for federal covered securities. Pretty much mutual funds and Reg D. Okay. I am so glad. Linda, I'll get you next. I am so glad that I'm getting positive results. I hate that you give it out and they go, God, he's a fucking idiot. I mean, I am, but I hate for them to think that way. Okay. It's all smoke and mirrors. Okay. Okay, I can do that. So let's talk about that for a second. So future value is what we need, like what an investment now will be in the future. So if I invest $863 now at 5%, it'll be $1,000 in 3 years. Okay. So my present value, I invest 863 at 5% over 3 years, it'll be 1,000. That's my future value. So let's pretend my future value is 1,000. Now let's ignore the 863 for a second. Let's say I go, okay, I need $1,000 in 3 years. What do I have to invest now to get to that number? You figure that out by using discounted cash flow, DCF. Remember, DCF is to find present value. I'll say that again. DCF discounts all the future cash flows for bonds and projects to find present value. Basically, present value is where the stock should be trading. Okay. So again, present value is where the stock should be trading now. That's fair market value. If it's trading below, say the present value is 850. If the stock is trading below 850, that's a positive NPV. If it's trading above 850, it's a negative NPV, and you should not invest because present value is where it should be trading. So if you could buy it for 850, that means you're getting it for a bargain. DCF is to find present value. Now, the internal rate of return is the rate of return where future value equals present value, and you have an NPV of 0. That's what they say, an NPV of 0. So again, future value doing the little mumbo jumbo discounted cash flow down to get present value, that rate of return that you use is internal rate of return. If you do better than that, it's a positive NPV. If you do worse than that, it's a negative NPV. Hope that helps. I hope that, yeah, I think that helps. Just remember, DCF is the method to find present value. It doesn't evaluate present value. Taking the 7 on Tuesday, besides options and munis, what is the best primary focus? Scoring right around the 72. Spend a couple of days reading. Make sure, guys, anyone taking any exam, if you're taking the 7 the day before, you should read customer counts. And if you're taking the 63, same thing. If you're taking the 65 or 66, read the investment advisory clients, trusts, estates, and customer accounts, joint accounts, stuff like that. Trust, estates, joint accounts, stuff like that. You got to go on those. You got to get them down. Okay. So again, if you're taking the 7, you got to make sure, other than munis and options, suitability, baby, and mutual funds. I'm like Alexa said, and everyone else said, mutual funds out your fucking ass. Okay. Oh, I can curse and you don't know, right? Because you can't read my lips. So I can be like, okay. Boom. I love it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Look, Gavin, enjoy the summer. Because here's the problem. The SIE, hold on. First of all, that is outstanding. We don't just move along for that. I'll give you since you're young, I'm giving you my big one, my favorite one. Out. It's my favorite one. It just gets me all fucking riled up. Okay, so now, Gavin, you can take the 66 now, but the problem is it dies after 2 years. So if you're not going to get a job within 2 years, you have to take it again. At least the SIE will last until you're 22, and hopefully you can get an internship before then and get sponsored to take the 7 or the 6. Either one works. Understand, if you get the SIE now, that's awesome. That is amazing that you did that, okay? Focus on, if you can get a job next summer or the summer after that, and you can get the 7, then you can keep the SIE forever, as long as you're registered, okay? If you don't get a job by, say you passed it last week, you have until 4 years from last week to get registered somewhere. Even if that means get the 6 or the 99, any one of those fuckers helps you. So if you get an internship next year, part of the negotiation has to be, you have to sponsor me for anything, the 6, the 99, the 7, any one of those will hold your exam. Okay? That's your goal. Okay. Okay. I love it, Alex. Okay. Jeff Becker. Becker, baby. That is outstanding. Oh, I'll give you a good one.
We started dancing and love put us into a
Boom, Jeff. Any surprises? Okay. Taking 62. Okay. Yeah, so that's tight. Go take the ones. Go take the. I think I have 263 exams on the exam walkthroughs. Take them. If you pass them, you're good. If not, I'd move it. You don't want to wait another 30 days. Right? Achievable is great, but if your readiness score is 70%, that means you're likely going to pass, but you're only at 70%. They really like people being at 90% before you take it. So go take do me a favor. Go take my practice exams, the ones I do my exam walkthroughs. If you pass those, then take it. If you don't, then don't. And then comment on that video what you got, and then we can have a chat on there. Okay. P-Y. No, I wouldn't say P Diddy. P-Y, baby.
I've been forgotten, now, Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye? I've been forgotten, now, Joe.
Boom, baby. PY, that's awesome. Getting this SIE behind you right before the weekend. Way to make your weekend good. Anyone who passes the exam like now, today, like Emily and the other people from the class, My Zoom class, I think I had like 4 people pass this week. It's crazy. I'm gonna miss them. And one, Emily, is done. She already got the 63. So she's done. The 7 was the last thing. She missed it the first time. She was a little nervous last night and then beat the fucking crap out of it. And she said the options are so easy because of my class, which is great. Okay. I'm happy. Way to get in there and destroy this weekend, baby. Go just rip it up. Okay. Nick, when are you taking the test? Can't find property taxes. Okay. Well, they're not going to go heavy on the test. But what happens is, I think our lovely president is trying to change capital gains to get rid of the capital gains when you sell a primary home. But if you have property taxes, property taxes, not, you know what I mean? You mean property taxes? That's state level. They're not going to ask questions on that. Joanna, but if you sell your house for a gain, the first $250 is tax-free. Anything, and then if you're couple, it's $500 tax-free. I can't think you're paying property taxes. There's no way they're asking about property taxes on this test, or it's a fake question, because I don't know how that equates to anything. But if you sell your house for more than you bought it for, the first $250,000 if you're single is exempt, and if you're married, the first $500,000 is exempt. Anything over that, you got to pay capital gains on. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, Nick. Okay. I would spend. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go take my practice exams, Sue, and then comment on there. Okay. Gavin, thanks. I appreciate it. I love when I can make an 18-year-old laugh, because usually they're just like, you're old. Okay. To be fair, but I'm not a fucking boomer. I'm a Gen X, which means we don't give a shit about anything. You can't hurt my fucking feelings. I'm right around the passing score average, about an 83. Okay. Yeah, you got to fucking add knowledge, baby. If you're taking a Tuesday, I would go take my brutal exam. That's the best. I think you told me you passed it already, but go take can you pass my brutal exam? That's going to give you a great feeling. That's going to tell you whether you're ready for the test or not. That'll be great. Okay. They do it on TikTok. I do it on YouTube. I have it on, I don't know if I have it on Instagram. I might, but go take that. It'll give you a real good feeling for the test. It'll tell you whether you're ready, and you'll see how the questions and the vendors just suck. All the vendors have brutal questions. I, on the other hand, have great questions that mirror the exam. I'll leave it at that. Okay. Okay. Juan, good memory. No, she's a baller now. She's playing real stuff. How do I know if a firm is a knife? Okay. Okay, if it's SEC, it's not an IA. Okay, let me do it this way. If it's over 110 million and it's registered with the SEC, it does not meet the definition of an IA, a state-covered IA in the state. But they might have to notice file if they have more than 5 clients or an office. That's it. So remember, if it doesn't have an office or more than 5 clients, it's not a state-covered IA. Now, if it does have an office or more than 5 clients, yes, it has to notice, does not register. Remember, a federal covered advisor will never, ever, 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 under any circumstances, ever have to register on the state level, ever. Am I being too subtle? So it doesn't meet the definition of an advisor because it's registered with the federal government. But once it has an office or more than 5 retail clients, it has to notice file. That's the important thing. That's going to be on the test. And again, no, she's actually works at a crypto fund, hedge fund, and but she's smart enough not to invest in crypto. You wait. No, not property taxes, though. You got capital gains, right? You got capital gains. Oh, stay on here, Selena. I'm almost done. It's perfect. I'm not so far behind. You got a capital gains question. It's 250. It's 250, not 150. 250. It's got to be 250. 250 for a loan, 300. No, 500 for a couple. 250 alone, 500 miserable. Okay. Selena. Boom. That's awesome. I love that. Way to celebrate that shit. That is outstanding. You're done. Do I have the one? Do I still have that song? Oh, I got rid of it. Damn. That is out, Selena. That is outstanding. It must be such a great feeling to get done. I haven't had this in a while. It must be such a great feeling to get done and just in time for the birthday. That is so you don't have to imagine that. So think about how this birthday could have been, right? If you were still taking it, get this shit done and get it behind you, baby. I am so happy for you. Let's get a good one for you.
Put your back in it, just a little more. Throw your waist in it now. Tell your body you take. Walk it hard and long. When you finish that, I want you go downtown. Go down, go down, go down. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Come on, go,
I guarantee my account just got banned from that one. I bet you tomorrow morning it'll be like, you no longer have a YouTube account. That's right. You just have to find me on TikTok and Instagram. Okay. So that's awesome. And Gavin, yeah, I'm telling you, just get this shit done. Make sure you get your shit done. Make sure you have 4 years, baby. Okay. And if you're in college right now, go tell your people, tell your people about my account. I'm much more for the college kid. ADD, follow it. Although, oh no, we're in a new place. No more offensive. No more cancel culture. We're good. I am good. I'm like the Charlie Kirk. No, I'm kidding. Of 7. Okay, everyone. I think we hit the dead end. Outstanding. The ride home was pretty tough because it was pouring rain. I saw a video of one of the trains. It's like it was water up to the middle of the car. It's crazy shit. Everyone who's taken it, we got this. Yes, so Joanna, yes, it is absolutely going to be about the capital gains, not the property taxes. The 65 should not be asking about property tax. It should be about capital gains that you sell it and you sell it for more. Right. Okay. Okay. Variable, baby. Variable. Because there's no such thing as an index life insurance. Alexa, thank you. Okay. It's there's no such thing as an index life insurance. So variable mirrors the stock. Well, it's gonna mirror this. If it said annuity, then an equity index annuity, then that would mirror the index. Okay. But if variable is closely, that's going to be invested in the market. So that's the closest one. I've never heard of an index life insurance. Let me just make sure before I start spouting shit out of my ass. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Interesting. Hold on. I might be wrong. Okay. Index universal life. Okay. So if it's unkratzen. Okay. If so, that's why I was like looking. I go, wait a second. Variable is like based on your sub account. So if it's index life insurance, yes, index universal life. Anders, I see that. I just looked it up. Okay. Yeah, index universal life matches it. So variable works with your portfolio. Index universal life. Boom. Okay. Oh, that's so funny. I know. This is the thing on my Zoom. It's zoomed out here. It doesn't matter. The dog barks. So they're barking at each other from hundreds of miles away. It's pretty funny. Okay. Selena, I know. It's such a great feeling. Hold on. I missed somebody. Okay. It's imagine that you're an advisor. You're done. Now the hard part says, I got to bring in the dough, baby. But it's all on you. That now there's nothing outside. The only thing that's stopping you is you, baby. Okay. Hey, do me a favor, Selena. After you pass, now that you're passed, if you ever get bored, shoot me an email. We're doing a podcast on people who pass the exams and what it's like to work at these places. If you want, maybe in a month or so, shoot me an email and maybe we can do something. Okay. Because Jeff and I were trying to do a podcast on life inside the firms. Okay. Hold on. I want to get back to you. So you thought I skipped you. You bossed those 6. You thought I skipped you. Okay. Yes. Do the STC. Actually, you know what? No. Rotate back. I mean, do this thing. Do the chapter quizzes in STC. Then, if you've done them already, then alternate. STC cap. You're fine. STC cap and STC cap and STC cap and STC cap and STC cap. Get your mind ready to handle any kind of thing they throw at you. So do the chapter quizzes in STC. And then alternate STC and Kaplan quizzes, boss. I think that's your. Now I got the hiccups. That's great. Hold on. Scare myself. I hope that helps. Okay. Yeah. Is it not a good product? Oh, lousy. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't think any. Look, in reality, the best way to do it is you do term. Say you get a quote for $500 a month for life insurance, right? Then what you do is you find term, and maybe it's 200. You take the other 300 and dump it in an index fund or something like that. Or if you want to make sure the savings, then you do the variable universal or the index universal, I guess. But there's probably a lot of fees. Joanna, you're fine. Just a crash course. There's on Sunday. Just watch my crash course playlist. There's like 11 videos in there. They'll all help. Oh, you know what help? You could even do the Mathapalooza video. That'll give you some math that you might see on the test. Mathapalooza, baby. Tiona, I love it. Bang. Welcome in, baby. Welcome in. Okay. Boom. I love it. Love it. Love it. That's awesome. Welcome on. And I'm out of here in a second. Okay. I am off. It's 9:00. I get to go eat dinner because I came in hot with the storm. It added a lot of fucking traffic. I went right to my class, teaching my class for 2 hours, helped out one girl who's going to kill this test tomorrow, and came right on here. So now I get to eat dinner. What am I going to have? Maybe I'll just get a sundae from. Should I just get a sundae from Friendly's? Because I'm losing so much weight. Should I just fucking try to put it back on for winter? No. I'm going to not do that. I'm going to have something healthy. Okay. For the 66, not going to be for a week or two because this analyst class is kicking my ass. It's like a 5-hour day, and these are such smart kids. So you got to be on your game all the time. And you know how I am. I'm good. I know when I should. I'm good at what I do. But I'm like goofy. Okay. But no, they're fine. It's funny. They're all stiff in the beginning, like wouldn't talk to you. By the end, they're fucking all best friends. It's great. I love that. I told them by the end of 4 days, they'd all be talking and yelling and not like they were afraid to answer at first. And I said, that's not going to last long. By the end of the first day, they were talking because I curse and I make them laugh. And then once that happened, we're all good. Okay. Anyway, nobody cares. I'm just saying it's a long fucking day. I'll try to do it as soon as I can. If I can find time on Sunday, because I might have some gaps on Sunday, I'll do it then. But I might just fucking sleep. Okay, everyone, thank you very much. I love being on here. And I don't have a good video to play anymore. The exit video, I got rid of it, right? Didn't I get rid of it? Yep. Gone. I had it for a little while. Anyway, y'all, let's make sure we have a good night. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay warm.